were to use civilian ferries for military purposes, it would have significant implications under international law, particularly the law of armed conflict, also known as international humanitarian law. This strategy intentionally blurs the line between civilian and military assets, which is a foundational principle of the law of war. They're not supposed to do that. So when does a civilian vessel become a military target? Under the principle of distinction in international law, parties to a conflict must always differentiate between combatants and non-combatants, and between military objectives and civilian objects. Civilian ferries are normally protected objects. However, this protection is conditional. A civilian vessel loses its protected status and becomes a lawful military target if it makes an effective contribution to military action. So some examples that would cause a vessel to lose its protection include transporting troops and military equipment, which is what we think is happening. So consequently, the increased risk of collateral damage from war or from using these things is heightened by China's action. So they could cause civilian casualties, increased difficulties for defenders, and expansion of military objectives. So in other words, they're confusing what's military and civilian.